what up folks, TrevorDCG here. Is a new, updated Black-Green Citadel deck profile, and I'm gonna hop into a rank game afterwards. But let's take a look at the deck first. I need to thank everybody actually, because we just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you all so very much. And so, I made a video with Black-Green Citadel about a month ago probably, somewhere around there. It's a deck that's been reasonably popular in Pioneer, but some of the tools don't exist in Explorer. Sideboard Cutthroat, importantly, and not Corridor Monitor. One black green Catacomb Sifter. Thank you. One black green. 2/3. When the creature dies, scry 1, and then it makes an Eldrazi Scion token. Those two cards are missing, and so what we've done in Explorer is replace with the Explore package, which lets you gain life to then you spend to use Citadel things and keep you going, but it also gives you like a fairly reasonable like mid-range game plan. And so with Brothers War, we have Diabolic Intent, and we tried this in Grease Fan decks to a little success. I think it's fine in Mardu. In an optimal world, we have access to Eldritch Evolution, which hopefully we'll get in Explorer Anthology 2, or more likely Shadows of Innistrad Remastered. And that lets you go kind of from 1 to 3 to get the Grease Fang into play. So Diabolic Intent's not the best there, but yeah, you're also looking for 2 combo pieces. Here in Black-Green Citadel, you're really looking for 1, and then the Citadel finds you everything. If you get the Citadel, you can get it in play, and you're shooting for specific bits. So other than Citadel, which is obviously the main thing you need, you might be looking for Woe Strider, so you can sack your board to scry and make sure you're hitting not lands off your Citadel. You might be looking for Company. Woe Strider is probably the most important, or you might be looking for a way to gain life. Those are the 2 other things, and obviously you've got creatures to sacrifice. And to trim, basically, to fit these, and I'm only playing 3. 4's too many. You don't really want to draw 2 almost ever. If you hit it, if it's on top of your library and you're going off, it's fine, but not great. It's not a great card to hit when you're going off. You're probably trying to the bottom, or like you can sack it if you've got a creature you can sacrifice to like go like thin your deck out or something. Because generally you're not able to cast cards from your land. If you're untapping with Citadel in play, you can cast it to something to cast from your hand. That's fine, but obviously you want to try and cast Citadel and kill them in 1 turn if possible. So yeah, only 3 Diabolic Intents, and then 3 Murfolk Branchwalker, 3 Wildgrowth Walker. We've just trimmed 1 of each of these. Jaded Light Ranger gets you the furthest through the deck, and it gives you a nice turn 3 play off of Llanowar Elves / Elvish Mystic, which makes it really strong. And then yeah, you still have life gain obviously with the Innkeeper. That's the main source of life. And then yeah, the Wildgrowth Walker package kind of shorts the deal up and gives you the mid-range game plan. But hey, we're just trimming a little bit to make room for Intent, which lets our combo kill be a bit better / more consistent. Continue for it. But yeah, the bits of the combo, obviously you've got the mana guys, Priest of the Forgotten Gods, which lets you ramp you by 2. Gets you go from 4 to 6, or 3 to 6 if you've got a land to play. And then, yeah, the Innkeeper obviously gets you treasure towards this. The Roadkeeper lets you basically scry through your deck, so you can keep hitting you can scry lands to the bottom when you've got Citadel in play. And then, yeah, Coco kind of holds everything together. Mana base, 2 forests, 2 swamps, 8 Takenuma, 8 Boseiji, 3 Blooming Marsh, 3 Pathway, 1 Glade, and then 4 Grim Tomb. It's really important that you're able to get triple black for Citadel, so you have all these dual lands. And then, yeah, the Priest of the Forgotten Gods / the Innkeeper kind of filling in for the rest. Sideboard, 4 copies of Thoughtseize, 2 copies of Shaper Sentry, which is super important. Post-board, you're playing like this kind of like, you can still go for a Citadel kill, potentially. You're probably boarding out your intents because you're wanting to play more of a fair game plan. But you basically want to say, I've got a bunch of creatures, and if you're trying to kill my stuff, I can just draw a bunch of cards. Veto is really important versus something like Green-White Angels. Anywhere where you think that you're going to have to pick them down for a really high life total. It lets you kind of like use the Wildgrowth Walkers and Pestilence and Vapours to burn them out, rather than having to go through, or not, you're killing them with solely Citadel, you're capped to 40 damage. And that's presuming you're not dumping one of these into the graveyard at some point. So yeah, keep that in mind. The Loaming Shaman, along with 3 Scavenger, uses a graveyard hate, but the Loaming Shaman also serves a purpose of being able to reshuffle your graveyard into your library, which can be quite important, again, when you're kind of like, I need to hit a high number of damage, or just the way you're going to go through a bunch of resources to get there. Let's you reshuffle your graveyard, which then obviously puts everything back in your deck. You end up sacrificing a lot of creatures to Woe Strider to scry through, and yeah. There you go. And it doubles as graveyard hit, which is super nice. Vivian, Monster's Advocate, gives you, again, plays for the mid-range game plan, post-board, when your combo is going to be less likely to, like, go through. Again, the Thought Seizers, again, 4 of them, explanatory. The Scavenging Users, again, like Grease Fang. A couple of Rex Ages just kind of holding down the fort as a bit of a catch-all. And that is everything. Let's take it for a spin in Wrecked. See what we have in store for us. I actually played against somebody playing like this version of the Citadel deck with the Explore creatures on ladder, and I was like, "Hey, that me." I don't know if anybody else has really talked about it too much. Yeah, put out that attack with it a little while ago. I was trying to work out how to like port the deck over to Explorer, have a way to kind of gain life and do that. Worked out the best way was to implement the Explore package with Wanderer and stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But I was like, hey, that's pretty cool to see other people playing it. Though, to be fair, someone else could completely have independently come to that conclusion too. So, hey. Yeah. Played against it, they rinsed me. So, hey. Good. Double Citadel, no mana elf start, but we do have Branch Walker 2 and Collector Company. I think we start on this. We keep this, but it's a little awkward. A bit clunky. Okay. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum. We got going on over there. I always forget to like change my sleep. These are cool though. All of little Bioshock. What else has been going on? Yeah, so we had European regionals this past weekend. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Teema Green Ingus combo went 9-0 in EU on day one, which is pretty impressive. But then I think they ended up falling off a little bit. Day two, running into some worse matchups. They still managed to qualify for the Pro Tour though, which is pretty cool. Love to see that. Might record with that deck sometime in the future. Thought Seizers is okay until I double that hand. They're just going to take the Branch Walker, right? Surely. One would think. Yeah, that is what they go for. We're also going to do this. Diabolic Intent looking very silly right now. But, hey. I forgot Mangi won the Classic qualifier as well. Crazy. Yeah, it was Dimitar Irinen, who went undefeated. Why do I got full control? Actually, my left control on my keyboard is currently broken. Ordered some new keycaps. Okay. Yeah. That was day one though, and then I spent most of the weekend watching coverage, and then what next to record with. Yo Larson went 7-2 day one with the Vanifar Humans deck, which I posted a video with fairly recently. I think they're spelled. I do think they might have spelled. We have company anyway. This is fine. I'll attack the voice tried it. Normal company. I think I'm better off doing it on my turn. Otherwise it makes it easier for them to cast 2 spells. These are fine hits. The only way to find us land. We need the lands. Roman Sage is kind of nice. We take those. So, see the True Thoughtseize. If you're familiar with what's the card called? The Artifact Wizard from the new set. That's what's happening here. I want this on top. See? And you get to exploit the tree. So the new wizard, which I can't remember the name of for a reason. I literally have some in the post on the way. I'm just dumb. Sorry. But what it does is, yep, thank you. Yeah. What I intend for a life soul. I think that's fine, to be honest. Once we cast off 2 mana. Oh, maybe a Priest of Forgotten God. That also is a pretty good distractor. This will also eat a kill spell. I'm still casting 2 spells for Legend Shredder, but I'm not too worried, honestly. They're going to gain some life, but it's okay. Yeah, the Wizard. So, 7 mana artifact, ETB, cast this sorcery from your graveyard with CMC equal to or less than its toughness, and then you can cast it for 3 mana, 1 blue, and then it comes in as a 2/2. But it lets you recast either choose from your graveyard to draw 3 cards. Pretty great, pretty great. I'm not hyped to see blue-black mid-range like starting to do well. I don't know how I feel about this, other than the fact that it's got awesome art. The Evangelist, cool. Yeah, you're gaining life, I get it. Oh, down. Oh, down. Alright. Then on 21, which is actually a little bit annoying. Actually, it's not too annoying. We have the don't want to go over 4. Oh, it's still good. We're not going to have to play a land drop, fortunately. Though, we'll see. Never in my life have I wished for to draw like a Llanowar Elf. Sometimes they just know. Alright, yeah. This way we get to keep the Voice Rider alive, which is important first going off. And then also... It's conserve our land drop. That thing? Maybe. It's an interesting one. I wonder like how things will shape up in Explorer once we get Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise finally. I know that Dig Through Time's still a really controversial card, but the consensus at the moment is... General consensus is that it's fine. It's still super, super powerful. But I think the controversy, or not controversy, the debate over that is what's kind of stopped it being played. I kind of have to cast this. I want to find. I just want to trim, right? We're not going to cast it. Get like a... Now I need to really find a way to gain life. We did hit Wildgrowth Walker, super important. We'll library this. We should agree, but... Alright. Scrub bottom. Right eye. That's definitely not great. Alright. That makes everything a little better. 3. Immediately get eaten. Mega free. Mana off in the bin. Down on the bottom. Daylight Ranger. What's the creature count? 1, 2. I think that I will. I haven't put anything in the yard, have I? I'm putting something on them. We can go get it later. This is now net positive because you've got 2 Prosperouses in play. Sorry, Jordan. Alright, let's just keep them up. Basically, we go through until we've got a bunch of permits in play. Sack 1 lot to the Boiler Citadel, sack another lot to the Boiler Citadel. That's game. The veto. Here are some matches where we need to do a ton of damage, or we might run out of resources. So here, based on what they're trying to do, I think we could disrupt them pretty well with Thoughtseize if we want to. Also gets us counter spells, or gets around counter spells. I don't think we can rely a ton on Diabolic Intent because they're going to have much more creature removal, which kind of stops its ability a little bit. And then we want the Shape of Sanctuaries. I think this is how I want to load up. I think this spell. Sorry. I think there's some merits to Scavenger users. Maybe I do just trim for putting 1 in. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. The Branch Walker is the weakest card in the deck, basically. Kind of there because you have. This is rough. If we think they're brought into hand disruptions, I want to draw 2. I think we skip there. Obviously, hit no lands. Oh my god. You multi-4. What does a multi-4 look like? A multi-4 definitely looks worse. I think we keep this like bottom. Maybe keep Thoughtseize. We keep. I said I was so far out of reach right now. And we just have to play with what we've got. Play the hand we're dealt. We're on the draw at least, you know? All of a sudden, off to the races. Incredible start to the game. Manor Elf, don't fail me now. Take the Citadel. Do it. Take the Citadel. It'll be fine. Not the Innkeeper. No. You don't want to hit the Innkeeper. No. What are you doing? Now look what I've done. Alright, anyway. Crazy, because we're kind of on track for a turn 4 Citadel. What on earth is that? Alright. The Elf Citadel. You stroke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They keep. Do they also keep a land? What? Do they keep like a 6-land one-hander? I think they kept a 1-lander on 6. Well, okay. That is the power of Green-Black Citadel. It is maybe my favourite deck in the format. I currently have it sleeved up to play with in Pioneer, where we have Catacomb Sifter and Sideboard Cutthroat. Those cards are on my wish list, but not in my wish list video for Explorer Anthology 2. Hopefully we get those. I don't know how many cards Wizards are adding. I would really like it if Pioneer and Explorer got closer to each other very, very soon. So, fingers crossed for that. Enjoy the video. Please give it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel. And I just hit 100 subscribers, so thank you again. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a great day. Have a good day. Peace out.